Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, irie? Let's get on to this episode and see it's what the gal them are saying on the profile things. Let's go. We come to Nicole. Nicole saying this year I really want to travel more than last year when I hop on a plane and do it. Do you know what I mean? Just do it, as the meme said. But let's go. She's 38, she's 5'5", and she works in tech. Tech girl, cool. Tech body girl, it take me easy. But anyways, more Nicole is saying, we'll get along if you're calm and emotionally stable. I could be calm. Emotionally stable? Depends. Depends. So, that's all I've got to say on that. She says, to me, relaxation is spa. I think for me, relaxation is playing the PS. Just chilling on the PS with a drink in hand, a cider, a nice chilled cider, while you're playing some games, or just watching some Netflix. It doesn't have to be Netflix, it could be any other series or whatever you want, streaming services, any of them, you know. So that's my idea of relaxation, or just going to play football, kicking some ball with the man them. So that's my idea of relaxation, you know what I mean? But unfortunately for Nicole, I don't want to play any football with her. It's just going to be a no for me. We'll come to Lisa. Lisa, Mafia member, told you I'm a soldier. Anyways, yeah. She says, a life goal of mine is to travel to as many countries as I can. Well, again, as I said, hop on a plane in it and do it. Just do it. You know, you've got the money. Or if you haven't got the money, then find a way to get the money. And then just do it. She's 39, she's 5'5", she's an entertainer. Entertaining at what? What are you entertaining? You entertaining on the only stuff, which is, you know, on the explicit channel for the adults and that? Is that what you're entertaining at? Because, gal, it's not looking good if it is. But anyways, let's keep moving on. Moving on up like the MP song. Moving on up, nothing could stop it. She said, I could stay up all night talking about animals. Dogs I love, but I have a love of all animals and have had many pets. I currently have one 5-year-old dog. She's my world. Animals aren't really my world. I'm just going to put it out there. They're not. They're in this world, but they're not my world. They don't count as something that I associate with myself. If we have a like gerbil or a pet bunny, fair enough. But nothing that's big and that makes noise and that can scratch surfaces and can, you know, make a lot of commotion if they don't get their food on time. I'd rather avoid them pets like the plague. So let's move on. She says, I want someone who's honest and assertive. Okay? So you want someone who's just going to tell you what it is. Do you know what I mean? Tell you, listen, gal, you don't look good in that dress. And then they give you a backhanded comment, but you look good still. You know what I mean? So that's what type of man she wants. Man that's just gonna, you know, go around and then have different girls on his line, and then, you know what I mean, be calling all the phones and all that, telling these girls that he's gonna link them when these girls not around. So that's the kind of man you want, then good luck. Just still. Anyways. Unfortunately, Lisa, Mafia, I don't want to make her join my army, so it's going to be a no for me. We come to Linda. Linda is saying, the way to win me over is kindness. Okay, let's see, you know. I don't know, if you think I'm kind and cool, we can see what happens. She's 34, she's 5'4", she's an administrator. What more she's saying, this year I really want to enjoy life, don't we all? We all would love to enjoy life, but doing a job where you obviously have to work long hours and, you know, it can take its toll, you know, and then sleep patterns messed up. I'm talking about myself, by the way. And you're getting headaches on a regular occurrence, and you're just trying to survive. You know, you're trying to look for a place of your own as well, but the prices of everything is sky high. Like D'Lo Brown doing the whole, you know what I mean, frog splashing stuff. It's mad out here. It's mad. But you're just trying to continue and just hope that somehow it turns around like the Fat Boy Slim song, not the Fat Boy, Fats and Small song. as I said. Let's move on. She says, typical Sunday, pray and rest. Fall and pray. The carry cross thing. Ding, 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 ding. Fall and pray. Anyways, you know what I mean? Wake up! Unfortunately for Linda, I don't want to wake up with her, so it's going to be a no from me. Come to the last one. Unathi. Unathi is saying, my great strength is acceptance. What are you accepting? That's the question. What do you accept as your acceptance? She's 33, she's 5'5", that's what it says there. Didn't say too much. She's wearing a suit, okay? She's got short hair, looking like a pixie. She says, we'll really get along if you're funny and you won't be offended by my banter. So it depends. If you start cussing my mum, we're out. Do you know what I mean? I don't want nothing to do with you. If you start trying to bring my mum into this, then yeah, you and me ain't gonna work. There's no you and me like the Cassie song. It's you by yourself, me, myself, and I. Beyonce sayings. So let's move on. It says my simple pleasure is sleeping. I would love to sleep, but don't get enough of that. So let's move on from that. 40 foot Nathi, it's gonna be a no for me. And that's it, guys. We've come to the end of this episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting. Big up yourself, first time watchers, season watchers. You know what I usually do when I finish? Lên cao đi 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 lên cao đi 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 oh lên cao